but I was just doing I don't know what to call it. Basically, I just had an experience with an entity, and I was told that I need to do a reading right now for the collective. Okay. So, as I did that, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse fell out, but as I put it back down in my lap, it was right side up. So this is all about being in the bridge of yin and yang and borderline balancing and back and or not balancing. I mean, kind of, but more so going back and forth and teeter-tottering, right? Teeter-tottering on between the yin and the yang, both masculine and feminine, the white and the black, good or evil, not associating with yin or yang, but just generally, and so it's right now we're kind of in this final stage of alright, this is the last couple weeks of summer, last couple days really, because a week is 7 days, and we're ending these cycles, and so these are your final decisions to move on or to continue to do what you're doing, and ignorance is bliss, so it's okay if that's what you want, but it's ultimately I split the deck. Two of Swords in reverse, and then the Strength card, and then it's there is a battle between good and evil, and I personally, for a really long time, didn't believe in good or evil. I felt that was subjective, but I now feel that all of that is out the window, and so through this battle, because it's so much deeper than, I used to sympathize with lower energies and be oh, they're misunderstood, and it's some of them are, everyone is misunderstood, the Empress in reverse, everyone is misunderstood, but at the end of the day, it's there are beings that want to watch you suffer, unfortunately. There are people who want to see you hurt. There are people who want the things that you have, and it's wonderful to stay empathetic and be oh, they just had a rough childhood. Been there, done that. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, that's a choice within free will, and there is right from wrong. There is, and that's where the 10 in the Bible, the 10 commandments, kind of spiraling or relating that. I'm not saying that I support Christianity or what they're talking about, but it's just I think in all practices and religions, all societies, anything where there's groups of people, there is there's a way we do things, right? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm getting lost in the sauce. Yes. Okay. They don't want to focus on that anymore because, hey, like, yes, these external influences are affecting you, but ultimately it's really internally where it's getting you, and it's not because these energies are stronger than you or they have power over you. It's you allow them to manipulate you and to put yourself in a denser energy and doubt the things that you're working towards, and talk down to yourself, and maybe you're having a bad day and someone at home like does something little and it pisses you off, and hello, and so you like go off on them, you know, you're explosive, like all of these things. It's not just about what you're doing. Well, I guess that's, no, let me rephrase that. It's not just about what you're consciously doing as far as like, okay, actually, scratch that. I need to reword that because that's not explaining. Okay, so we as humans are here on earth as beings of light, in a physical form to express and experience, regardless of what that means. So, hold up. I'm getting lost in the sauce, y'all. Okay. Huh? I'm on live. Yeah, nobody's watching, but it's cool. I'm gonna...
Can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you actually record this? Because I thought you were recording it. Because I actually was going to ask if I could listen to it.
I am recording it, though. Like, even though it's on live, when I exit it, I can save the video.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I got you. But, no, I mean, for real? Yeah, but, okay, so, what was I talking about? Okay, so, through that experience, right, it's just a bunch of energy that goes on in spirals. Have you ever seen the shell of life or whatever the fuck it's called? No offense. I felt like that came across rude. But, like, the spiral representing, like, the flow of energy. And so, as we experience all of these things, all of these common traits, all of these common emotions, all of these common experiences, we like to separate ourselves as individuals because we are in separate bodies, right? And so because we're in separate bodies and we come from my mom and your mom's probably different moms, you know what I'm saying? So with that, creating me, Marissa, or you know, like, that is our ego. That is who we are in this experience, because all of these feelings and thoughts and these things that we experience, like, hey boo, we experience them through our perspective, you know, and I feel like it's a trauma response that a lot of people have, to feel in control of themselves and their life, they take, like, they identify deeply with their ego. And so through this, right, now bringing it back to those external energies that are also affecting us, it is deeper than what you want to do as an ego, because your ego, oh, thank you, I am well, I hope you're well too. First of all, your ego is really, I feel like it's I'm not gonna say, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Gullible. But, like, say you're upset about something and you kind of feel like you're overreacting, and then someone says, like, thing, you know, and so, like, by their face, you're like, that means it sucks. And blah 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 blah, and so you just dive into that, right? Damn, I feel like I'm kind of like going on a spiel, but it's all connected, I swear, through hard work. Okay, so through hard work, to understand your ego. Okay, yeah, yes. Okay, so it's like 95% of our brain is ruled by our subconscious, right? That means possibly 5% is conscious, or I guess it would be, you know, but I also feel like, so now kind of getting into like Carl Jung archetypes and stuff. I don't really know too much about him, but I had like but damn, bro, okay, but so basically through these archetypes, we are experiencing different versions of energy through ourselves, through our current experience, right? So kind of think about it like, being like schizophrenic, right? But on less of an alienated scale. People who have schizophrenia or identify with having schizophrenia, these experiences are very real to them, you know, like that's their reality. And so say it's somebody who has like split personalities and all I don't want to get like too boxy, but the hermit. But no. Oh yes, okay. So think about the archetypes, kind of like different personalities, but it's all part of you. Like it's still in your body, it's still you experiencing it. It's just different versions of yourself. So it's like one day you might like pink, and then the next day you're like, what the fuck? No, I don't want to wear that shit. It's stupid. It's ugly. You know, like those are both very real parts of yourself, but it's just different parts of yourself. And so tying back to the strength, right? Because all of these parts take up your actions in your brain. It's so important to feeling makes you happy. Wow. Actually, no, I just heard that was, but then that though. Okay, so I'm sorry you guys, I'm kind of going in like spirals, but it's you are being challenged, not only by positive, benevolent beings, whether that's like a light being or like an alien or whatever the case is, you know, even through people, even if it's just an energy, like whatever this good and bad combating thing is in the world. Oh yeah. Through that, you are also being tested by these dense frequencies that are like, oh, let's see if they're gonna fuck up. Let's see if I can just poke at them enough until they spaz out and break shit, and then after they're crying because that's their girlfriend's and she's gonna be pissed, you know, and then like they break up and like all of these things that spiral out of control, and we think it's our identity, but little do we know our identity is constantly being influenced by our surroundings. Okay, wow, full circle, right? That was a mouthful. Ooh, so earlier I did get that Queen of Pentacles in reverse and it said no, but now I got the King of Pentacles right side up. So to me, ooh, with the Hermit though, that just makes me feel like we really need to meditate. Wow, the Empress, we really need to meditate and focus on balancing both our masculine and feminine energy so we're not confused. So we're not overly passive and letting everything and everyone run all over us, or so we're not overly controlling to the point where we're blocking ourselves because we're so caught up in our own shit. Because with that, not only are you going to be healing traumas that are going to allow you to move into that 10-1 energy, I feel like a lot of times, the Four of Pentacles, I won't say a lot of times, but I feel like quite a few times the Four of Pentacles gets a bad rep. But I feel like this also has to do with like self-identification and comfort within the physical, but it's like this could be borderline good or bad. Let me stop doing the quotes because now I believe in it, right? That's what I said. Anyway, but it's like he, first of all, okay, this is like ultimate stability, right? He has the Two Pentacles under him. He has one in his heart space, right? And then he has one right above his head. And it's just, wow. And then it's like, if you look at his outfit, he's like a little prince or a king or something, you know? And then there's like this giant kingdom behind him. But it's also like plain right here, like blank, the ground. And so to me, that's like, as you enter this hermit energy, wow. Ooh, so I'm really feeling the vibes of like, although you need to balance your masculine and feminine, it's like through that you need to be feminine, if that makes sense. Okay, let's explain. Because I think everybody on this planet right now has extremely traumatized both masculine and feminine energy, but right now we're living in the time of trauma in masculine energy. And, well, actually no, it's really both, but it's like, I think that our society, especially in America, identifies with the toxic masculinity and normalizes it. Hello. But so through understanding your masculine side, you also need to nurture that part, because a lot of the times the masculine energy is traumatized from feminine energy and vice versa. And so it's like you can't separate them. I mean, you can, obviously, you know, but it's like, to get balance, it's not separation, it's yin and yang, it's an equal exchange. You have to constantly be nurturing and pushing and being like sweet and kind of like having like that intuition, mother's intuition, you know. Back to that hermit card, being confident with yourself. Back to this, right? So he has like a blank slate. Like, to me, through going within and balancing and understanding, it's really about understanding where your imbalances are at. To balance them, that shit's gonna take time, you know. Like, it's not just gonna be, oh, well, now that I know, it's, you know, like, that's not the case. This is beyond you. This is not just your ancestors nor theirs, like second ancestors type shit. Like, this is like in the species, this is in the land, like it's in the DNA. This is in our DNA. And so you to expect to just the first time you experience it, fully release it. Look, man, if I'm not gonna say you can't, because I don't know, but if you don't do it, don't beat yourself up, because it's a process, you know. But so through this process, he's not stable, he's found himself. But with that being said, do not go into hermit mode out of fear, because if you go in fear, that's lackluster mindset, and through that, that's when you become a penny pincher, and that's when, rather than sitting comfortably having a throne of coins balanced on his head, he's fucking being squished, you know. And he's like holding on to it like, this is mine, like the ring. Okay. And alright, so I channeled that there needs to be a communication on a larger scale to explain the changes that are about to happen in Earth. So I was talking briefly about solar flares earlier, but so due to like all the climate change and just our atmosphere and evolution, I suppose, as things rise, they fall, you know. And so like our land's about to, like, in certain areas, land's about to start caving in. There's gonna be floods, there's gonna be power outages. I'm not saying to be like, oh my god, like it's the apocalypse, like, nah, you know, relax, woosah. I think it's gonna be like a really fast thing. They're working on it. Like, this, they don't want this to happen. Hello. But as of right now, within the next 7 years, like, the world, Earth is gonna change completely. And like our way of living as being people, like as a society, as a species, it's going to completely shift into a next generation of life forms on Earth, such as from when we went from primal to conscious. So it's kind of like another mass awakening where we're going to be forced to see deeper truths of what's hidden behind the glaciers and these mountains, and there is land in the center of the earth. Atlantis didn't sink in the ocean, it sunk into the core of the earth for protection, because that's where they keep the energy force of earth that is like so lively. And as I was saying, but that was, okay, I just got corrected on my communication because I feel like y'all could probably read that it definitely is a denser concept that I was talking about, you know, but that is far from meaning that it is negative whatsoever. Excuse me. I believe, like, when I'm giving readings and stuff, if I burp, that is energy. But yeah, no, it's not a scary thing. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like so simple, so easy to shift us from alright, let's use our brain power right now. Let's think about, like, okay, so I say, like, in, like, the 5th, oh wow, it's actually, what time is it? It's 11:48 a.m. here. I stay in Virginia. What location are you at? But yeah, welcome. Okay, Hangman. Alright, yeah, so that's, I'm gonna be honest with you. No, yes, I'll be honest, but I'll be nice. I don't think that I should have said it like that, because I think that some of you might get anxious from that. Ooh, I pulled the Three of Swords. Yeah, like that just causes a lot, and I get it. It is a lot, but you must understand to grow, to change, that shit has to fall. Like, this government, the way that we're living and we're working and functioning as fucking light beings in a human body, a skin suit, yo, like a uniform, or not a uniform, armor. Why was that so hard? Damn. Got the Two of Cups in reverse, and I feel like that was for me, because I was like, why was that so hard? Costume? What do you mean?
No battery, please charge.
Right now, we just need to focus on our injustices.
No battery, please charge.
That we have gone through, and
no battery, please charge.
Feminine energy. Heal that traumatized feminine energy. Ooh. Oh, I already showed you that, but bro, like getting out of that and stepping into that love, that self-love. And this isn't like, yeah, it could be romantic, but this goes back to balancing that masculine and feminine energy like I was talking about. Like, this is the ultimate comfort within yourself, because you are whole as both man and woman. And trusting in your guidance. I think maybe a lot of you have been asking for signs, and I'm feeling like something specific, which is weird. I don't really know, but yeah, and it's just like, ooh, that Hermit card again. So you have been receiving the signs, but due to your own mental blockages, oh wow, maybe this is throughout that strong feminine energy. No, it's the opposite. It's through traumatized feminine energy. Sorry, it was like that, where you doubt yourself. And so when you experience these signs, you're like, yeah, but like that could be a coincidence. There could be a draft in the house, and maybe that's why my door slammed to the point where my window broke, you know, like, but yeah, sorry, that was extra. But basically what I'm getting at is, like, in order to receive the signs, you have to believe that you can receive them, but it doesn't matter whether you hear them, see them, feel them or not. They're still working with you, because you are their designated human person. But it's just like right now is really the time to focus on old traumas that you don't want to carry on into your next cycle of life. So we're about to start 2022, bruh. That's 222. That's like ultimate manifestation, balance, energy, union, times threefold. Like, no pressure, but it just might be make or break right now. For real. Like, for real. It's just, you have the choice, and I'm sorry. It's gonna be hard devoting yourself. It's gonna be hard challenging yourself. It's gonna be hard moving forward even though you're scared. But do you want it? How bad do you want it? Like, what are you willing to do to get what you want? Because at the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your choice. The Tower. But, oh, we're all going through stuff right now. Spirit's not playing. I feel like all of our guides, all of our angels have been like personally stepping into our lives, and they're like, I keep telling you this shit and you're not listening, so now I'm about to force you to see. You have no choice, because guess what? We already committed ourselves to manifesting this for you. You're not gonna fucking sit here and throw this shit away last minute, bruh. You got it. Come on, do it. It's like so intense, like just building constantly, feeling like, oh, like I'm tired, when can I chill? But the whole time you low-key be chilling. It's just you're so stressed out on what the future is holding. You're not living in the present, and that's the problem. That's why you're not manifesting. That's why you're not understanding, because you're not in the timeline to understand. You're in a separate space. Like, but you got to get out of that. But I think that you are the world. It's your choice. Yeah. I think that, okay, I'm saying this for all my ladies out here, all right? A very smart woman told me once that a synonym for independent is lonely. So what I'm saying is, it is wonderful to be able to take care of yourself and support yourself, because as an individual, it's a necessity, you know, to be in control of your life as much as you can be. But do not use your father and mother issues to block yourself from a relationship because you're so worried about, oh, but I don't need him though. Like, I'll be cool without her. It's like, yeah, I fuck with them, but at the end of the day, I'm straight. Like, no. If you're straight, alright, then go be straight. And then when you find out that you're not, and you were just suppressing yourself, and now you're fucking upset and regretting shit, have fun, you know? Sorry, that's like really got a little spicy, but it's just like I'm channeling this frustrated energy with us, like, and it's not just y'all. But it's all a mindset, and it's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, we just yelled at you, but we're still proud of you. Like, you're still doing your shit, but there are certain things that you're just being really stubborn about. You're not budging, and you know what that is, and it's blocking literally everything that you're, bro, shit you be crying about, shit you be whining about, shit you be fucking upset with your spirit guides, upset with the universe about. But the whole time it's because you're not taking responsibility for your own actions. Like, sitting here getting mad at God when all God did was give you the experience, gave you the choice. He can't they can't fully control our realm. Like, well, I don't know that, but if that's the case, why the fuck is the world looking like this? You know, I feel like there's a lot of different controls that are going on from different perspectives. Like, especially the existence is vast. Like, besides the point, get your head out your ass. Stop being a brat. Okay? Like, that's tough love, baby. Tough love, okay? You're being stubborn, and you know it, but you don't want to accept it. Queen of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Maybe that's what you need. You need to get yelled at. No. You don't need to get yelled at. You don't need to get yelled at. But that's how they feel sometimes with humans. Like, I know recently my spirit guides have been pissed off with, well, I wouldn't say pissed off, but annoyed with me, because they'll tell me to do something. I'll be like, help me, please help me. And they'll be like, alright, bet, don't do this. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I want to, so I'm just going to. Oh. I just want to. And they're like, alright, it's your choice. And then when I'm sad or angry or confused, they're like, I'm not going to sit here and told you, or I'm not going to sit here and say I told you so. But what I will say is, like, it could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. But sometimes we feel like we have to learn from our own experiences, especially, like, for me personally, my practice and my belief is a very large shift from what I grew up with, and so it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. To this day, I still experience doubt. I still question myself. I'm still like, am I like crazy? But I personally just keep getting proven often that this is a shared experience, you know? Oh, yes, so through this doubt, it's really hard to figure out, like, what to trust and what not to trust. But it's like there's nothing I can tell you that can truly convince you that, oh, this is what you're looking for, or this is the truth. Like, these are just things that you have to look into and try. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all a personal trigger of mine, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but this is just how I honestly feel. It triggers me when I'm talking to people and, like, say they're, like, really upset, or, like, say they're, like, really bored, right? They're like, oh my god, I'm so bored. And I'm like, okay, well, like, you could read a book. They're like, I don't have any books I like. Like, okay, well, you could draw. I'm not really good at drawing. Okay, well, you could do some squats. I just worked out yesterday, and, like, today is my off day, so, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forget how I got there. Something about making up excuses, like, people, wow, y'all have been through it with me. This has kind of been a hard conversation. I hope that I wasn't, like, incoherent. I keep getting the Eight of Wands. It's like evolution, movement, fast, now, tomorrow, today, 3 days from now. If you've been asking when, 3 days. I don't know. I don't know. Like, but time is a made concept through the cycles of the sun to create some form of structure for humanity. Hey. Ooh, back. And, like, you stop living in the past, stop living in the future, expecting more, expecting less. Just experience and feel right now. If you catch yourself thinking about, oh my god, I can't wait until, like, I get paid in another week and a half, and the weekend's gonna be great, I'm going out skiing with my girl, like, that's wishing mindset. Be in the mindset of controlling, and just being in. Sorry, my neighbor came out and I had plans with her. I have plans with her, and so it was, like, awkward that she's on me.
I'm about to leave, by the way. My grandmother's about to be here.
Huh?
I'm about to leave. My grandmother's about to be here.
Okay.
But I'll be going for, like, 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. I'm just, alright. I'm gonna finish this real quick. It's the last card. Eight of Wands. Boom. Shit's happening. Evolve or get left behind. Have a good day.